Here.
He hits the same serve again for an ace.
Andre. Yes. Hard for both men.
It's not a tactic that you see often from Federer to come in on the second serve, so he wants to keep Agassi off balance for Andre.
Planted that one in the corner. Head-to-head, Federer.
He was able to work his way through and beat Andre in that fifth set.
Oh, man.
Well, that is exactly what Andre wants to do, is to hurt Federer off that second serve. That's why they call him the greatest returner in the history of the sport. His backswing, he doesn't take it too far back.
16-year-old Jeremy Bates of Great Britain defeated him in the first round.
There's a fine line that Agassi and his coach down in Cahill have talked about, because down in Australia they felt like Andre went for too much and made too many easy errors, so they don't want to give away.
Patient, which is what Andre will try to do, but he can still just fire off a winner in the middle of a round. Especially from that forehand.
And he's obviously younger and quicker, so he can take a ball like he hit there, that forehand. Agassi's scrambling, getting it back, but watch how quickly Federer moves in here. Sees it, he's not going to put a lot on it. Point's over.
That was a grand finale for Pete, wasn't it?
It'd be hard to top this for Andre if he could beat Federer.
And an ace. Punctuates it in the quarterfinal.
He'd like to be able to do a little bit more with this return. It's not quite firm enough, not enough depth.
Majors in a calendar year. He has not won the French Open, has won the other three. Ace, number 2. Agassi has the career Grand Slam. Her first Grand Slam title.
That is scary how good that is. It's not easy. Okay, he does make it look easy.
It doesn't look like he's in a position to open up the court with a winning shot there.
There's that slice down the middle. His second ace.
That is so important. For
Very best, he can still beat me. And he's playing at the top of his game right now, and Federer can get better. That's his third ace.
Breathe.
It's a classic on his forehand volley, so if he's up in net, if I were Andre, I'd attack that side.
Third ace. Oh my, 124 miles an hour. CBS Sports coverage of the Open continues after this.
Oh man, again, where does that winner come from?
Two-set point saved. Well done by the 35-year-old from Las Vegas.
Well, you know, Andre's playing well. I mean, he served well. He's up at 70% or so. See, he sees Federer's off balance. If he gets in nice and bitter, he's going to need all of that today. Don't try that on the old man. Drop shot return. Unwritten law. That's not cool in tennis.
Yeah, it was really a good shot.
It was a good effort by serve this first set out.
And the ace will do just that. That's digging deep. Saves 3 set points. That's his 18th winner. Only 7 unforced errors. Unfortunately for Agassi and this big crowd, he's playing impeccably early.
Well, you see how quickly he gets himself in position, and where's that forehand going?
A little come on from the champion. But Roger Federer has his nose in front. Opening set, 6 games to 3.
If his game could slip. The scary part is it can get better. I mean, he's playing well, but he's capable of another gear. But he's also at times seems to lose his concentration ever so slightly, like he did against Leighton. That's what Andre
Probably knows he may not have what it takes to win against Federer.
He holds to open the second.
Connor's run of 91 when he got himself to the semis at age 39, but it's probably closer to the truth to say that it's like what Connors did when he beat Yvonne Lendl in the final. Wasn't exactly open 50 years ago,
Right.
but it was
That's
the
right.
national championship.
That was, and it was international.
That's nice. Oh, yeah.
Oh, my! Agassi, too low.
Fans are making it sound like he just won the title.
standing O after this forehand.
For a break.
That against Federer. These last 4 games, awesome level from him.
Now can he back it up and hold his own serve?
Federer chose to go right up the middle, not allow Andre to find that angle, and it was Roger that then unleashed.
Everywhere. And sees winners every time he looks at the court.
Like that.
He's not bashful, Federer. I mean, he comes right back at you. And I love how he keeps his eyes on the ball, his head so still. Watch this shot right there. Finish.
Rifles another forehand winner.
Takes guts to do this, but they're willing to go after Federer's forehand. Forehand to forehand. Mano a mano.
To drift beyond the baseline. He's holding his ground, towing the baseline here to take Federer's shot at its most favorable bounce.
Watch how he cuts that off at an angle. He doesn't move to the side. He takes it.
He was so honored when he heard that what Armstrong said after he won his 7th. He said among his sporting heroes is Andre Agassi.
He knows how to dig deep, Lance Armstrong. and win in the world.
Average 13 miles an hour. It's a 6th ace for Federer.
Well, maybe the teacher's showing the pupil a little something still. 24-year-old having to run around. And he said, I'm not going to give up on this point, but this is just too good.
How about that save by Federer at full stretch to get it back deep and force Agassi to come up with a good dropper. He holds. It's 3-1. Monday's this. 3-1 Agassi, second set. Federer 6-3 in the opener.
Here's what you call defense to offense. The definition. And then scoring.
Scores the other end.
Agassi thought for sure this point was his.
Hard to believe that he had a big temper as a kid growing up.
So there's a swinging volley that I alluded to earlier. Andre's often done that in his career. And again, he sees Federer off balance. You know he's going to go after that backhand more often.
It's 9 unforced from the backhand. Agassi 4-1, trying to level this match.
Perhaps, you know, the pain of what he's gone through and not feeling good physically. And he's still moving quite well.
8 aces now for Federer. He had it. He had the opening he wanted.
See Federer just wait and wait, and you saw the ball drop, and he's still in here. Andre slick trying to get himself back in position. That's a play Federer often uses. Chips the ball short deliberately, and he makes you.
I always get nervous watching Andre stumble around with his back problem. That couldn't have felt too good for him. He lost her.
There's the first serve. He's a game away from squaring the match. Up a set. Trying to make Agassi work to even this match, and Agassi
better than Agassi, and it's Agassi up 5-2 in this set. Look at that return, that first point. That just caught the line. It would have been love 30. His ability to read where Roger's going to have such velocity, the placement that Andre's able to find on the court. This is 3 returns in a row. There's new balls, so presumably those balls are becoming even faster. He's not playing with a lot of energy right now, Roger. Seems a bit shell-shocked by this. That might wake him up. I'm surprised he didn't do this earlier in the match, because he's chosen just
Federer's 9th ace.
Well chipped it deep. Federer clips the net. He's behind. I mean, this is the first time he's been behind in this match.
Agassi 63, Federer 63. Skid marks
Well, he showed his speed here, and he stopped himself just before he hit the net with that slide.
Almost 6 weeks after he won Wimbledon. The running from both players in this 21-stroke rally was something to see, going coast to coast, back and forth.
Well, it brings a question, Mary, that I didn't think I'd even ask. Is conditioning for Federer possible? In fact, he got himself in trouble there.
Now, on that forehand side, a different story, and a more positive result.
Now, having said that, it's required an incredible effort by Agassi. The movements there, the intensity of this.
Australian combination over Dementieva and Panetta in 3 sets earlier today.
Look at this here. Here's Agassi again. I mean, how many times can you say this guy is the best returner I've ever seen? He just keeps proving it. Roger Federer at love 30.
2 more chances. Well, he's been successful down the middle, Federer. Swipes away 2 break points. Here's a 3rd. And he's going to keep. There it is, back to the backhand. Caught both lines. At love 30.
And you keep waiting for Roger to pick it up and to take it to that next gear for Agassi.
And now it's Federer applying the silencer as he has a break point.
Well, Mary talked about it earlier, about how Roger likes to just react to serves.
Federer answers, and he shows some fire. Son, 4-year-old Jaden, has been here applauding Dad's work. Roger Federer, after breaking back, serving at 3-4 and serves up.
Well, Federer got fed a little bit of pace in that last game from Andre Agassi's serve, and it helped him.
You just need to see what Andre does here when he serves at 4-all.
He holds at love, and it is 4-all. Clip the line.
I think because he's tight. He's tightened up, and pressure has gotten to him. Agassi's pressure. That's a winner. The serves that were once in the mid-120s are now 115. I've said a few times at the top of his game. That's too good from Federer. He kept his cool there. He pulled Andre off the court again. And he made sure he didn't have to hit any backhands either. Far more. Shot down break point. He put absolutely everything he had into this forehand.
Again, John, aren't you surprised at how Federer just chipped that back short?
Yes, I am. I'm surprised he didn't step in closer when he saw it coming and attack it.
Federer's off one side from Federer, 23. set worth, I should say.
You can hear Agassi straining the cover around and earns his 4th break point.
Well, you know he's playing with fire when he plays Federer's forehand. Federer wants this break back.
2-1 lead.
Oh, my.
On a point in this long service game.
He's playing with far more energy than his opponent. That is incredible.
It's not really, though, when you look around. It's a match that we could only Federer everything he can handle, and there still could be 2 more sets after this. You feel like this is going to be an unbelievably huge breaker for Andre.
Bodes well for him in a breaker. Breezing through this game. Tie break to decide the 3rd.
I mean, you talk about how hard he can hit the ball, but you don't talk enough about this guy's touch. I mean, this is incredible feel.
And there it is. Capture of the 3rd set. Tie break by Federer. The defending champion leads 2-1. Yes. 1, a set away from his 6th Grand Slam title.
Moving in and attacking that ball on the backhand side. Looked like that return to me was going to go long. Federer decided to hit it. Didn't do much with the volley, and he paid the price. This is what he does, so it's going to be hard for him not to let down here.
He had racket control.
He thought he had Federer in trouble. He hit a good return, but he was out of position, so Federer knew that if he just pulled it cross court, and not enough of that approach shot. Federer just daring him to come in. He often does that against opponents, and Andre knew he was in trouble right there.
And that's the shot from the
On him. And he's got to, as much as possible, get control again of the pace of this thing.
And he's not knocked out, but he's on one knee. Down to love in the points.
His serving, he's such a sharpshooter. And he's got that cooking now, and that's his 15th ace. So he's loosened up.
Yes, she does not have to throw it back.
I mean, how do you hit a winner from that position is what Agassi's thinking. That is good defense. You guys, if any, can do what Roger just did. That's a good defensive play.
Backing away.
Backing away just inside the baseline, rips a winner.
Have he lost that?
2 players come along with the quality of these we watched tonight.
You're saying this is better than the women's final?
That'd be a tough call, let me tell you.
Now, when are we going to have a great final?
That last serve he hit 119. Federer just blocked it back.
Yeah, he's giving Federer everything he wants now.
The other
He's
part,
got,
Mary, the other part I don't like is that when Andre starts going off, he starts playing faster.
From Federer, it's 4-love.
Well, he knew this was in, Andre. He gave it absolutely everything he's had. This point, he's done it this entire match, Dick. And you feel for him because he played the best he could possibly play. He gave it more than 100%. And it's just still going to come up short against Federer.
Who's just been cruising in his. And if he were to have won, it would have been the backhand errors from Federer. But with Federer now in charge, it's certainly you have to compliment his terrific service games. That's where he's been best.
He played 3 great sets, but he only won 1 of them.
And again, Federer, 70 wins, match wins this year, only 3 defeats, and they were deep into the final set before.
That's a guy struggling with his backhand.
Yeah. Murat Safin beat him, even though Federer had a match point in Australia in the semis.
Well, he went between his legs on match point, so he'll probably learn not to do that again. But when he needed to, he elevated.
Rafael Nadal at the French Open in the semis. And Gasquet and the clay of Monte Carlo, the only 3 men to conquer the best in the world, Roger Federer. All into a 3rd set tiebreak when Federer won that breaker 7-1, and he's been well in command since.
Well, there was just such an ominous improvement in Federer's game once he secured that tiebreak. And that's when he knew he. Andre went away from what was working.
Pride alone will try to help him win this game. He was up 4-2 in the 3rd. Allowed Federer back in the set.
Federer's game as well.
Six-eighths to keep it alive.
Roger Federer will be put past Sampras and Laver. No one's ever hit a ball as well as Federer.
Everyone likes him. The competitors say you'd like not to, he's so good, but he's so doggone nice, you have to respect that too. Oh, that isn't so nice.
That wasn't nice of him. That was not necessary, Roger. We already know you strike the ball better than anyone. Don't, come on. He's still ready, even if Andre gets it back.
Trying to duck a bagel here in the 4th set.
It was Andre's
3 service points of the last 28. Agassi didn't think it was on the line. Third championship point. Two tennis greats have produced a special night. Roger Federer continues his reign as the world's best.
Ladies and gentlemen,
you have to go back more than 70 years to find a man able to accomplish a Wimbledon U.S. Open.
Sent that beautiful 2005 U.S. Open Singles Championship trophy. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2005 champion of the United States Open, Roger Federer.